Hello and welcome to today's video. We are here for season 2 we're here for season 3 episode number 2 of our monster, no, we're not doing monster, we're doing the Camping World Truck Series NASCAR Heat 2 Championship. Today we're taking on Martinsville and Kansas. Let's take a quick look though at how these standings sort out. First of all, myself and John Nemechek each with 1 win, and we're in the playoffs. I have 6 playoff points. John Nemechek has 5. Ben Rhodes and Christopher Bell each have playoff points. Alright, now let's go to Martinsville. Qualified first at Martinsville. What?
Outside. Clear quick.
Where are the stages? How did I fuck it up? Fuck, man. Alright, so basically what's happened is I messed with the settings for our Cup Series. And in that series, we're not running stages this season because we're only running 7%. Now, if you go to 7% to race, it cuts the stages out. But I put it back up to 13%. Thinking that 13% would turn stages back on. Apparently though, it made it only a 1-stage race, which is a regular race, without stages. So what I've done is not been aware of the settings, because I checked it to see if it was 13%, but I didn't check stage settings. So this series is supposed to run stages, but it doesn't run stages now. This race. Because the trucks and Xfinity races are short enough that we can run stages.
That was a great lap.
But I made a mistake. So we're gonna run it out though. We'll run it this race, but we'll fix it for the next race. But right now we are heading on to lap 6 here.
That was a really good lap.
There's 27 laps to go. Let's do this. Let's win this thing. Let me know, it's pretty hot in my room. It's only 31 degrees outside, but it's really hot in here. I think it's a mix of, it was kind of warm today. It was almost 50. It's been a little bit warmer than it's been for the past 2 months. Plus my PlayStation's been on for a couple hours. So I've been playing Overwatch with Casey, and the computer's been on. The thing hasn't really shut off since Vloguary started. So I really should use my laptop for Vloguary, but yeah. So the computer's only shut off once, so it hasn't really had time to cool down, and that was like 2 days ago.
You're getting faster out there. Great lap.
It's been relatively hot in my studio. Plus I was just wearing my hoodie till I started recording this video. Or till I recorded a different video coming up later in the week, but you get the point.
Hold a steady wheel.
My hoodie was on for a while. So I think all that together makes it pretty hot. So we got 23 laps to go here.
All clear, driver.
We're gonna get ourselves
All clear, all clear.
towards the front here. We're in 20. No, we're not 20th. We're first. I don't know why I'm saying working my way towards the front, because I am the front, but work with the race here. Pass a couple cars.
Steady. The bottom's clear.
Oh my god. We can do this. We can work our way
Hold a steady wheel. Inside still there.
to the front, I think.
Clear.
Yeah, we can work our way through the field here. So we've passed
20 laps to go.
All
All clear, all clear.
So we're going to have to pit without 5 laps to go in the race. Should be kind of yikes. So we passed the 21st place truck. Because this here is the 20th place truck in front of us. I'm gonna pass her now. Alright, we're gonna pass her there.
Hold the bottom. Steady.
She has been passed. Jennifer Jo Cobb has been passed. We're gonna pass Cameron Haley. He's our next driver to pass. I don't want to spin anybody out though.
Hold the bottom. Still a car out there.
Okay, that's our thing here. Let's not spin anybody. Try to lap as many cars as possible. So we got Young here. He's in 18th. Should be approaching the halfway mark
Inside, he's on your bumper.
of the race. If I think we're making all passing the outside, that's kind of wild.
That's halfway. A lot of racing left. Low, low.
That is the halfway mark. We just crossed it.
All clear, driver.
16 to go. There's a truck on pit road. 15 laps to go. We have passed up into the 13th spot. See, this is why we had stages going to break it down. We're never going to get this much of distance, but without stages, we kind of like wreck the field here. Because we catch the back of the field in only like 7 laps.
Stay high. Still a car out there. The bottom's clear.
Austin Cindric is next. Can we pass him? We do. We're going to go to the inside
Still there, he's outside.
of him. What about Truex here? Ryan Truex. The next driver on our list to pass.
Steady.
Cody Coughlin. So now we're passing.
Clear up top.
That guy's 2 laps down. So we're catching the 10th place truck and we're catching the 31st place truck at the same time.
Hold a steady wheel.
Something like that. Yeah, the 30th place truck and the 10th
Clear
place
high.
truck. Some of these guys have passed once, some of them have passed twice.
Clear high, quick.
Davich, he's a Nascar next driver, isn't he? So is Herb.
Hold a steady wheel.
Herb
Outside. Clear,
No,
clear.
Herb Street. That's what I'm calling Herb Street. And we got Deegan,
Clear all
Haley
around.
Deegan, who's our next driver to pass. We'll pass her. She will be 2 laps down. She's who we raced in season
Good to
2,
go.
as you
Keep
guys
it up.
may remember. So many lots of food we got left. We got 5 left, 10 in the race. But we are passing. We're gonna catch up to Ben Rhodes and John Hunter Nemechek, who these guys are gonna be passing like laps. What's the tire? It's a 31. We could go 10 more laps on that front tire. No problem. Plus, we're so far ahead of these guys.
Hold your line.
Like, how far back is Christopher Bell? He is
Outside, still
17
there.
seconds back. So I should catch him in about 3 seconds because that's how much
Inside, he's on your
distance is on
bumper.
the track.
Clear low, get down there.
It takes 20 seconds to go around. To be 17, it should be about 3 there.
Outside, real tight.
Ross Chastain, you're
Clear.
next.
You're almost out of gas.
You're next, Bay. Noah Gregson, huh? So Gregson is 6th.
Clear all around.
Briscoe is. Oh, Gregson's right there. He's the one that's got the yellow truck. That's who we're trying to pass next.
Still there, he's outside. Clear low. All clear, driver. You gotta come in for fuel. That's 5 to go.
No, don't spin him now.
All clear, all clear.
Okay. We're pitting. We lost spots on that? What the hell? Alright, so we passed the entire field except for these couple trucks in front of us.
Steady. Check your belts. We're going green.
Hoping to pit under green.
2 laps to go. Outside, still there.
Obviously, that's not going to be a thing.
Outside, still there.
Because I was going to lap
Clear
these
all
guys in
around.
just a couple of laps, but evidently not. Oh, I did get new tires? Oh, good. I thought I didn't for a second. I just hit pit. Okay. I was thinking don't take tires, but that would be a stupid decision. Everyone else is pitting, and there's only like one car that's going to get their lap back because they all pit instead of taking the wave around. The game doesn't have wave around. I don't know. By the way, we're going to win in dominant fashion here at Martinsville. I think we led 31 of the 32 laps.
That's a win. We'll see you at victory lane.
I believe so. I believe that is correct. Let's peep. We almost got 1,000,000 points, which it took us almost a year to get 1,000,000 points in the other game. Let's find out. How many laps did we lead? Fastest lap, of course, me. Laps led, though. Yes, I led all but 1 lap. Alright,
let's
here
go.
we go.
Green flag.
We're at
Low,
Kansas.
low.
We have never won at this track in either the trucks or
Hold your line.
the Cup
Inside,
Series.
inside.
It's the only track in the Cup Series we haven't won, and one of 4 in the trucks we have not won yet. Now, one thing about winning in the Truck Series
Hold your line.
at this track is we've came close. Season 2, we finished 2nd here. I wrote it down on the page so I would know to bring it up next time we race here. The thing that makes Kansas difficult,
Yellow
or
flag.
really anything in the Truck Series, is that you have 1 shot. It's that simple. You have 1 shot. I also didn't fix the stages. So, should have that on now. Well, we did, as you guys can see. But you only have 1 shot. You have, except for Texas and Martinsville,
Be ready.
1 shot
Stay sharp. The green's coming.
at every track.
Inside, inside. Green, baby. Let's go get it.
And it makes it harder than other series. That's why I only have 1 winless track in both the Xfinity and Cup. It's just been tracks that I haven't got lucky at, or something hasn't happened, to get those wins. Where in the trucks to have 4, it's not really surprising. Because if you have a bad race, you have to wait a couple weeks. You have to wait multiple weeks.
Still a car
We only
out there.
have,
Clear high. Get up there.
we've only had 3 shots to ever win at Kansas. We've had already 4 shots to win Kansas in the
Still a
Cup
car
Series.
out there.
You
You're
know,
getting faster out there. Great lap.
there's some tracks that you only have 1 shot in the Cup Series, but for
All clear,
most of
driver.
the time, you have 2 shots to win those
All
tracks.
clear.
So it's harder to win. I feel at some of these tracks in the Truck Series. We haven't won Iowa and Kansas. Well, we haven't won Iowa because Iowa's hard as hell to win. We haven't won Kansas though. We haven't won Iowa. We haven't won
That was a
Gateway.
really good lap.
For some reason I was want to call Milwaukee. Gateway. We came close to both Kansas and Gateway finishing in 2nd position in season 1, or not season 2, but we just haven't got there yet. We haven't got that win yet. So it feels bad. But we just haven't successfully gotten there yet. Right now that we are on the lap 4 of 5, stage number 1 here. And stage number 2, Kansas. And I feel, have an opportunity to go towards the front or stay at the front and win this thing. You know, I'd love to cut it down to only having 2 tracks that I haven't won at. That'd be crazy. Or 3 tracks. To cross one off now would be awesome. Now here's the thing. Winning stage number 2 is cool. If we don't win the stage, I'm not super concerned. I would have loved to have stages on when we raced at Martinsville. Because that really is a track that I just destroy everybody at. There was 1 lap that wasn't led by me, and that was based on pit stops. When the pit came out on the track, I got I got 4th place. 1 lap I didn't lead there. So you can just see how so good there. But here at Kansas, we have one stage number 2, a track that, like I said, we did not manage to win in season number 1 or number 2. Now, we are first of the cars that have hit. Austin Cindric and Christopher Bell are the trucks behind me. So we don't want the 4 and the 19 trucks get too far ahead of us. I feel the plan of the cars, or the cars in front of us, is if there's a caution, everybody's going to pit again.
Hold your line.
And that will in turn put them
Clear all around.
in a spot that they can win this thing.
Clear.
As you see there, Christopher Bell tried to follow me, but he could not manage to thread through like I could.
Car out there.
And this is really going to help me here.
Outside, hold your line.
I can try to pass some of these. Majority of these cars are the slower cars that stayed out. I don't think that there was one of the top cars racing with me, or trucks that stayed out with me. I wasn't sure about the white truck. I couldn't see if it was a choice, but it's not. It is a Chevy. So none of the top trucks have stayed out. So I really want to peep this and try to see if Bell or Briscoe. There's 8 laps to go and 10 laps of fuel. So without a pit stop, without a caution, these trucks will be able, or they will have to pit. If there's a caution, they get to stay out.
Hold a steady wheel.
And save fuel.
All clear, driver.
But this definitely worked to my advantage. I don't have to go up there and try to pass JJ Yaley. I really don't.
You're getting faster out there. Great lap.
There's only 7 laps to go. He's going to have to pit. Because we pit with only 5 laps, or something that we can make it. So they're going to have to pit in the next like 2 or 3 laps. These top trucks. And that will be when we get to really see how much time we got to make up.
Easy.
So by taking the lead here, we're already almost 2 seconds ahead of Tyler Young. He was the 5th place guy, the white truck that we passed just a couple laps ago. This is really putting separation between myself, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, the guys that we really want to worry about, who can challenge and race with us, that you guys see in the race with us at the end of stage number 1. But if we put a gap on these guys, they haven't worked through the field as well as we have. It hasn't worked out for them. They took a long time to cut through the field. None of them's passed Tyler Young yet, and he's almost 3 seconds behind me. Now they're heading to pit road. Now, majority of these guys are heading to pit road. Christopher Bell is 4 seconds behind. So for the next 5 laps, we're going to leave that up there and see if Christopher Bell is going to make up distance. He's lost another 2 seconds. I have a big advantage right now. But over the next 5 laps, we're going to see if Christopher Bell is going to cut into that or not. Will Christopher Bell be able to catch me?
That was a really good lap. The yellow's out.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I just wanted that to go green. We had that thing won if it went green.
Steady. Okay, be smart out there. We're going green. Outside, real tight. Green flag. 2 laps to go.
We had
All
that
clear.
thing definitely won if it went green. We only had a couple more laps to go. As you can see, we are in overtime, so we're at that spot where it would go over a little bit. The race would have basically been done. But now we're going to have to actually try and race hard here for 2 laps. We're going to have to stay in the gas for this entire corner. Not something I really feel super comfortable doing.
1 to go. Give it all you got.
Alright, 1 to go. For caution comes out, the race will be over. We're going to keep it on the gas the entire way through this corner, not letting up. It's not going to let anything happen. We're not going to let this one slip away this time. We finished second here after having the lead go into the final turn a season ago. Off the last turn here. Cross the line, and we're going to actually be able to win it. They came close at the end, but we somehow hung on and win. Hung on and won the race. Yeah. So I'll see you guys in the